Hello, and welcome to another episode of Reviews in a Rabbit Onesie, the show in which I, Dan Leith, review things in a rabbit onesie. Still don't have a theme tune. That's the theme for Terminator. That's right, in this episode I will be reviewing two classic movies by James Cameron. Head to head. It's a camera off. No, it doesn't work. The Terminator. What a film. What a great film. What year? 1984. Good year. I wasn't born. It's a sci-fi classic. It's got everything you want, like time travel, killer robots, dogs. A great score. Launched the career of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton being a boss. Supporting cast, you have Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen. Wow. Great. So yeah, the plot of The Terminator is that a cyborg is sent back from the future to kill a woman called Sarah Connor because she's going to give birth to the resistance leader of the human race after all of the machines take over. Then this other fella is sent back, a human this time, sexy Michael Biehn. A fella called Kyle Reese, and he's sent back to stop the robot cyborg from killing Sarah Connor. It still holds up. It is so exciting and tense and scary. Like that was my face during the movie. It's very 80s, but in a great way. Blue lightning, naked Arnold Schwarzenegger. If anyone could be the opposite of me naked, probably that. Or a woman. Walkman boogie and Walkman sexing. Tech noir. Class. Some of the effects haven't aged that well. Arnie Head kind of operating on himself. He looks very much like he's rubber. Stop motion machinery. Fucking, it doesn't matter. I mean, I still think it looks a lot better than CGI. Fuck CGI. I mean, it's emotional, it's sexy, it's scary, it's exciting. Perfect sci-fi action movie. That ending, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Apparently there's a storm coming. Who knew? What I learned from this movie is time travel consists of white light, pain, maybe like being born, maybe, who remembers being born, maybe, why would you say that, Reese? Weird. Time travel is confusing because the character of Reese has a flashback showing things that happen in the future, and Sarah Connor gets a bit annoyed because Reese keeps talking about things in the past tense that haven't even happened yet. Time travel. I think I learned that you shouldn't just demand clothes off punks in the street because they'll flip a knife on you. On the other side of that, though, if a naked man does demand your clothes, maybe best to give it to him. Wear layers. Layer up. Terminator. 5 out of 5 robots. Fucking class. Thank God there were only 2 Terminator movies. They could have gone to shit otherwise. Now moving on to our second film, 1986. That's right. It's Aliens. No, very different sort of aliens from the ones I talked about in Space Jam. Scary things with like two minds, face huggers, yeah, if you haven't seen Aliens, then sort your shit out. I want to watch Alien first. Probably should. It's a good film as well. But we're here to talk about aliens. Sigourney Weaver is back as Ripley, kick-ass woman in space. Nice. The supporting cast for this are incredible as well. Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen. Did we already do this? So some of the same people are back, which is good because who can't get enough of sexy Michael Biehn? Michael Biehn. What a lad. So following on from the events in the first movie, Ripley is found drifting in space. It tells people all about the nasty alien that she met. No one believes her. It happens that the planet that she found the alien on in the first film is now terraformed. There's a colony of humans living there. She's like, oh shit. She and a bunch of Marines head down to the planet and there's aliens everywhere. Bill Paxton, he has some great lines in this film. Stop your grinning and drop your linen. Game over, man. Your dog meat, pal. If I had to fault this movie at all, it's the fact that there are different cuts of it, and some cuts have things that I think are vital, like the tragic story of Ripley's daughter growing old and dying because she was frozen for 57 years and she never made it back to her birthday party. That's cut out of the theatrical thing. So when Ripley meets a small child called Newt later on and becomes like the mother figure, okay, that's a bit much, she's not your kid. But with that backstory, you kind of understand why that bond happens and the way it happens. The theme of motherhood throughout this film is brilliant. It's very clever. In the director's cut, it takes about an hour before, stuff starts to happen. It's not an hour wasted. I think there's middle ground somewhere that they just didn't find. When the Marines get to the place where the aliens are at and shit's about to hit the fan, their like sergeant or whatever, he's just like, nobody touch nothing. That's really confusing. That's like a double negative. Does he want people to touch things? If people can't follow his orders, are they going to be court-martialed? I don't understand how military works. Or rules. Or relationships. Gone off the topic again. Scary moments like finding a woman alive, strapped to a wall and all sorts of goop, coming very quickly to a very unpleasant end. That scene where they're trapped in a room with a facehugger is still fucking terrifying. Paul Reiser plays Burke. Burke, you're a Burke. He knows it. One of the best assholes in a film ever. Beautiful asshole. Looks like I'm kissing him. When the aliens first appear, I think they show maybe a little too much. Sometimes it does seem like the aliens are just men in rubber suits. I'm nitpicking. Imagine if they make more than 2 alien movies and they got really shit and they use CGI. I mean, how awful would that fucking look? And I mean, if I'm nitpicking at that, the Queen alien, oh my god, what a beautiful creation. Just outstanding. Hold on, I had to put this hat on to take it off for Stan Winston. Stan Winston knocking out of the park with those effects. It's a really exciting, terrifying film. You think it's over like 4 times and it just keeps coming in a good way, not like Lord of the Rings. Scary, exciting, sexy. So if you haven't seen Aliens, sort that shit out. 5 out of 5 Aliens. It's really hard for me to, I don't know why I did this because these are 2 bloody class movies. I don't want to choose. But at gunpoint, I'd say Terminator's better. It's shorter, it's more concise, and it's only got 1 cut. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Dan Leith. If you disagreed with anything I said or want me to review anything else, then this was me typing a comment. I don't know why that wasn't clear. Stay safe, stay sane, watch the skies. You shouldn't be hugging anyone right now, but also don't let anything hug your face. Finn.